Hello everyone, it's Michael here from Brutus, Monroe. I am finally back and making another video for you. So I took a little break from making Valentine's cards, but we're definitely not done with that yet. Because today I have the stamp of the month for February. It is this adorable little chocolate bunny, and this little peep bunny, and then it says Hoppy Spring. It's literally the most adorable thing ever. So we're going to make a card today using just this stamp set to show you like something that you can make with just this one stamp set. And it's going to be really cute. I'm really excited about it. However, we are also going to be using the embossing powder of the month, which is called Pearl. It is a really, really pretty, shimmery, whitish color that kind of takes on the color that you put it on. When we actually use it, you're gonna be like, wow, that's stunning. So, that said, we're gonna make a little Easter card. I know it's a little early to think about Easter, but I wanted to just make a video today showing what we could do with this stamp. So the other things I'm going to be utilizing are aqua pigments. So we're going to be using the Dahlia, which is like a shimmery magenta pink, and the Delphinium, which is a very shimmery blue. I have to say the Delphinium is probably one of my favorite colors of the aqua pigments that we make. So those are two of them that we're going to use. And then I'm also going to just use the brown for the bunny. So that's going to be super fun. What else are we using? Oh, so we're going to be using this great ribbon. So this is just, it's called Easter Plaid. It's $3.99. They sell it at brutusmonroe.com. And you get 3 yards. There's 3 yards of this ribbon. So you get so much, and it's like such a fun plaid. I absolutely love this print. As soon as it came in, I was like, I have to have it. I've literally been looking at this ribbon for 3 weeks, thinking like, what can I make with it? But at any rate, so let's just go ahead and get started. So we'll go ahead and take the stamp out. I actually have already taken this out. I put it back in the package to show you guys. But so we'll need that, and then I have pre-cut all of the pieces for the card because I really like to do that. I think that it's it makes the video go so much quicker. So anyways, this is the aubergine cardstock that Brutus Monroe sells. I absolutely love the purple color. It's like so nice for Easter. I made the card base already. Just a simple, this is actually an A7, I think. A1, A7, I don't know. But at any rate, it's the larger card base, because when you see what we're doing, it looks a lot nicer on like a larger card. But you could do it on an A2, which is kind of like the standard size. But so we'll set that aside. And the first thing that we're going to do is put down the ribbon. So we're just gonna lay the ribbon directly across this white. This is actually the Not Your Mama's cardstock that I cut this from, because we're going to be putting some aqua pigment on here too, so I kind of wanted a little heavier piece. So what we're gonna do is just put the ribbon like this. I've cut it about 1/2 inch longer than it needs to be on each side. So we're just gonna take some of the glue, and we'll just put a little, kind of a little bead down the center here. And I'm sure there's another way to do this, but I honestly just kind of rub this with my fingers because I'm not afraid to get messy. I remember in kindergarten, we used to use our fingers to put paste on construction paper, and that was absolutely one of my favorite things. My kindergarten teacher, her name was Mrs. Urban. She is one of those teachers that I will absolutely never forget. I'm sorry, she wasn't my kindergarten teacher. She was my art teacher in kindergarten, 1st grade, the whole deal. But I loved her. Absolutely loved Mrs. Urban. And that was a long time ago. So for me to remember that, she must have made some kind of positive impact. She was really like the first person that introduced me to like arts and crafts. And I, you know, I think that those are such important people in the world. Okay, so I just kind of pressed that down, flipped it over, and I'm just gonna put like a little bit on here and here, a little bit of the glue. And again, we're just gonna kind of touch it, rub it with our finger, get real into it. And then we'll just press this, really get it pressed on there, both sides. And then with some of that glue that's still on your finger, it's kind of helping press this down. I'm just so in love with this ribbon. It's just stunning. And for like a bigger, thicker ribbon too, it's really nice. I like want to make someone a gift basket just so I can attempt to make a bow out of this ribbon. I'm just like so in love. Okay, so now we have the card base. Oh, that's a little thing. So I always keep these little, let me show you. Just these like cotton, now they're the flushable like wipes for your bathroom, but I really like the way that they smell over like a baby wipe. So I just keep those like near my workspace. So for instance, if I touch glue like that, I can easily just wipe my hands off and we're good to go. Sometimes you know, if I spill an aqua pigment or something, just wipe it right up. Or I'll actually wipe the aqua pigment brushes right onto this. We'll see that in a little while. Okay, so the next step of what we're going to do, I'm going to take this small clear block, and we are going to take the little peep stamp, and I'm just going to kind of line it up on here a little bit. Doesn't have to be perfect. I always say when you're crafting and doing things, nothing has to be perfect. Do it. And this is just the Raven detail ink that I'm just gonna literally rub this on. There we go. Get it nice and inked up. And then all I'm gonna do is just one by one, we are going to just put a little peep, one right next to the other. And I try to keep it as straight as possible, but again, it doesn't have to be perfect. There's some people that are like super anal retentive about it. I'm not. I think it's just crafting is fun and it's like something to do. It's kind of like a little soothing. And to be honest, I'm not like trying to win a contest or win a prize or anything. So just do what makes you happy. Stamp, stamp, stamp. So yeah, I already see it's not straight, but you know what? Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. So we're probably gonna run out of room over here. You know what, we're just not gonna do that end piece because it's not gonna fit. I'll space these ones out a little differently. Again, like I said, nothing has to be perfect. I was talking too much and not paying attention with that little end piece, but you know what? I think I have an idea. We'll put a little zhuzh. Christopher says that it's like catching on. Put a little something up here. Little razzle dazzle, sparkle to kind of fill in that little gap. Perfect. All right. Wonderful. So I need to just find, there it is, the lid for that. Set that over here. for the time being. And while this kind of like dries up a little bit, what I'm gonna do next is put the bunny, the chocolate bunny, right on here. I'll just do this. So I'm also going to put on, although I'm not going to be stamping, well, I mean, it's probably going to stamp, but the Hoppy Spring, kind of right here with little Mr. Bunny in the middle. But I'm only doing this to line it up, and this will make a little bit more sense in a moment because we're going to do something else with the sentiment pieces, but I just really want to get them in place. So I'm just gonna kind of stamp, let me lift this up so the table doesn't shake, really ink up this bunny. So like I said, I don't need to get ink onto the sentiment because we're not using the sentiment on this next thing we're gonna do. All right. Okay, so I think we're good with that for now. So I'm just gonna take another piece. This is just the Not Your Mama's cardstock. We'll do it over here so we don't waste it. Just stamp that chocolate bunny right on down. Perfect. That's all we needed it to do, because we're going to fill this in with some aqua pigment. As a matter of fact, let me just cut that, save that piece for later. Okay, so for now, I'm going to take away the bunny piece, but you see these are still right where I need them to be. They're already lined up, so that'll be perfect. I can take the little peep away and get that back. I really have to get better with putting the stamps back on the stamp set, like, sooner than later. So I've decided, since we're gonna cover this in the brown aqua pigment, I'm just gonna cut it out first, because sometimes if the aqua pigment doesn't like fully dry, it's hard. I find it to be harder to cut out the piece. So I would rather already have this thing cut out and ready to go. That way there's not going to be any like white shining through. So how have you guys been? So it was really cold. I live in Pittsburgh, obviously. It was really cold last week. Like, in the negatives. I think everyone probably knew about that. It was, like, so cold. But today, it was 60 degrees. I have no idea how the temperature can go from -6 to 60 degrees that quickly. It's the craziest thing to me. I mean, I'm extremely happy that it was that warm today. It was so nice. My driveway's all melted. I'm gonna tell you what, I've been driving in my driveway, and it's like, it's been a prayer. Let me tell you what. Jesus, take the wheel, because it was like an ice skating rink for a couple days, and I was like, oh, well, you know, we'll see what happens. Okay, so now I have this cute little bunny all taken out, and the next thing we're going to do, because I actually want to do the aqua pigments next, but I think we're going to do the sentiment piece first, because I'm really excited about this. So we're going to, I have a little sentiment strip here. So essentially what's going to happen is the bunny's going to be in the center, and then the Hoppy Spring will be right around it. But so what we're going to do is use the pearl. I'm so excited to show you guys this, because it is just so pretty. So let me just get a piece of paper, fold it up, to emboss underneath. Do that, get the stamp ready, and we're gonna just grab this embossing ink and just really get her on there. So I haven't tried this yet on this sentiment. I'm hoping that it comes out pretty nice. Sometimes with the embossing, I find like it's harder to do on smaller sentiment pieces, and it doesn't always look like fabulous, but we'll see. We'll see how she rolls today, because I'm really excited. I'm also really excited for you to see this on the purple paper, or aubergine is the name of this paper. All right, so we got her all inked up. Turn this little puppy around. And, ooh. Okay, so I'm actually going to take this paper away for a minute. All right. So I think that looks good. Happy spring. All right, sickening. Let's see. It looks like it should work out pretty nicely. All right, moment of truth. Ooh. I put a lot on there. Oh, I didn't use the little thing. I meant to use the little embossing bag powder brush thing I have. I always forget to use that. All right, how do we think that's going to work out? Looks pretty good, right? Well, we shall see. Let me set that off to the side. We're gonna scrape. This stuff is liquid gold, or not liquid, it's actually powder, but golden. Perfect. Grab a little heat tool here. And let's just heat her up. Ooh. Dropped it. Okay. So I don't know if you can see on the video. Let me just put it a little closer. Look at that shimmery shine. It almost looks like a little silver. See that? Happy spring. It's so cute. So actually, let me just find that little tool because I want to do it again. Okay. With the emboss, I'm going to actually just flip this right over. And I'm going to do it again with the little embossing smoosher and see if this makes a difference. Okay. Just re-ink this up a little bit. I mean, either way, I'm happy with the results, so I don't care, but I kind of, just for me, want to do a little test to see if it actually is going to make a difference. So we did a little embossing thing, and we're just going to go boop. Right on there. So see, guys, we're going to get to emboss this 2 times. Get a little there. A little here. And then let's pop that back in. We're done with that for a little while. Pop the lid on here. Grab the little heat gun again. And off we go. All right, and here we have it. Hoppy Spring. Uh-oh. My phone was saying like low battery. I don't know what's going on. I hope you guys can still see. I guess we'll find it out when I review this. But here it is, the Hoppy Spring. I don't know, do you think that made a difference? The little thing? Maybe a little bit. But again, like I said, sometimes with these the smaller sentiment pieces that have like really close letters, the embossing is harder to see. I mean, we don't have to emboss this. You can just stamp it on, but I just wanted to kind of show you guys the powder on the aubergine paper, but it looks like you can see that, and it's really shiny, shimmery, beautiful, perfect. Okay, so for my next trick, not really, I'm just gonna really quickly do the bunny. So let me just grab the water brush here for that. And I'm just gonna dip right in. I already put out some of the brown. So we're just gonna hurry up and just do like basically a wash right over it. Just as long as it's covered. So we really get that little chocolatey effect from our bunny. Right, see what I said? I use these little Cottonelle toilet wipes right on the brush here. You can wipe anything with those. All right, so we're just gonna set this little buddy over here for a minute, and now we're gonna make a little magic with some other aqua pigments. So I'm gonna start with the delphinium, which I have already kind of portioned it out over here. And let's see, we'll do this guy. I'm gonna kind of just do like every other one, and then I'm gonna go into the other ones with pink. So it'll be like pink and blue, which I guess would be like really cute on like a baby shower card as well, like. But, or, you know, you could totally color these in with markers as well, and it would look really nice. I just really love the shimmer of these aqua pigments. Like, I think they're just stunning. Like, just absolutely stunning. So, have you been making Valentine's Day stuff? Like, do any of you get the Brutus Monroe inspiration box, or even just any of the Valentine's Day products? Because I know that's coming up here soon. I'm still gonna make another card or two on a video this week. I've been really it was such a busy week last week. I just didn't have time to make like literally any videos. It was very busy. I taught a class on Saturday at the store. If you go to the Brutus Monroe Studio Store Instagram or the Brutus Monroe Studio Store Facebook, you can check out all of the fun that we had. We made this little like wooden palette wall hanging that had a heart on it that was made out of corks. I kind of came up with that idea a month ago, and so we decided to teach the class, and I think I'm gonna do a live stream, and we're going to have kits available for that class, so you guys can do it at home. So I think we're gonna figure that out tomorrow. Tomorrow would be Monday, so stay tuned. And if I did that, it would be from Christopher's channel, because everyone who kind of buys stuff at Brutus Monroe likely already follows Christopher, so we would just kind of do it that way. But I'm excited. Would you guys, honestly, would you be interested in like craft kits? Like, it's not necessarily like a card, it's like an actual like home decor item. Because I have a few more planned for the store. The next one's on March 2nd. And then I'm also doing some kids paint nights, or paint afternoons, I guess, rather, coming up, and I'm really excited about that. I've been reading a lot about kids crafting and crafting with kids, and I think that they just have so much fun, and kids are just so full of life, and they're so creative, honestly. Like, it's fun, and that's like just such a great time, you know, to see what the kids do and how they interpret like the directions, because they, you know, everybody interprets everything differently. Even the class I did on Saturday, everyone's little thing looked different, and I loved it. I love that. And that's the great thing about this hobby. You don't have to, you know, you can like kind of get a basic understanding of something, and then just really the sky's the limit. You can do whatever you want, however you want. And I think that's amazing. I hope everyone else thinks that too. So we're just kind of trucking along here with the aqua pigment. I'm trying like really hard to stay in the lines, and also at the same time trying to do this quickly so we're not on here for 4 hours. But we're almost done with the one color. This would be like a really great time, like those, for me to do something like those cooking shows where like, by the magic of television, this cake is already baked. I always think that's so funny. But, oof. The funny thing about all this is I actually don't even like Peeps. Like, I think they taste pretty terrible, but I think they're cute to look at. Like, it's one of those things that, like, if I was making someone an Easter basket, I probably wouldn't want to give them Peeps just because I think they taste bad. It's literally, like, so much sugar all at one time. But also, like, I think they're so cute. And to me, Peeps are such an Easter thing. Like, growing up, like, I knew that there were always Peeps in my Easter basket. So it's like kind of like a tradition. I guess maybe not even tradition. I guess like the nostalgia of it is what I kind of think is cool. I don't know. It's just like, I guess everyone has their thing. Like when you think of like a certain holiday or like a certain time of year, you kind of just remember things. Okay, so now that we've finished that, I'm gonna go right into the Dahlia. This is that really shimmery pink that I absolutely love. This color is so nice. like we all know, I'm a big fan of the shimmer. Okay. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys would be interested in like doing virtual craft classes, because that's like definitely something we could do. Because we do it in the store, so I don't see why we couldn't, you know, send you a little box and then we could all kind of come on. Maybe I could actually go live for once and we can all make stuff. Wouldn't that be fun? Okay. We're getting there. I really wanted to put a yellow in here too, but I don't have like any kind of shimmery yellow. And like, I know what I could have done to make it look shimmery, but again, I didn't want to do all of that. So we're just doing pink and blue for today. Part of it too is I have the yellow aqua pigment, but I really don't know what I did with it. I made this like Pittsburgh Steelers card, which, funny enough, tonight's the Super Bowl that I'm absolutely not watching because I'm crafting. I'm making crafts with you guys. That's more fun. But so I made this Pittsburgh Steelers card for someone at Christmas time, and I used the yellow and black aqua pigment, and I like do not know what I did with it. I feel like it's weird because I feel like it should be like with all my other stuff, but it's missing and I have to find it. I don't know what I did. Maybe I packed it away with like Christmas paper or something. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look for it. I will keep you guys posted on the hunt for the yellow aqua pigment that I have somewhere. Okie dokie. We're like so close to getting these painted. But I did it like this because I really love this little peep. And like I said, it's the nostalgia of it all. And I just think it makes like a cute little border. You could do a background. You could do them like all over, all crazy, whatever. I mean, you could do just one, really. But, or you could do like a whole bunch of chocolate bunnies. You could make like a little basket around it. I know I've seen some like basket die cuts before. That would be cool. But really, the ribbon is kind of the star of the show here because I just love it. And there's so much of it. Like, I want to put this on everything. And like I said, it's $3.99 for 3 yards. That's cheap. Sometimes ribbon is like super expensive, and I don't know why. I love ribbon though. I love everything. I just love to craft. I could just make things all day. That would be great. So fun. Although I do have a really fun time at work with Christopher and everyone else who works at Brutus, Monroe. It's sometimes I come home and I don't even feel like I worked, even though I worked really hard. But I love it. It's like really just like the perfect fit. It's probably what I should have done my whole entire life. But enough about that. Okay, so now that this is done, I don't know if you can see the little shimmer, sheeny, shiny. Yes, pretty, right? Okay. Just kind of gonna blow that off a little bit there. Make sure this is nice and clean. So I'm just gonna take the card base, and grab my little tape runner, and what is going on? Is it empty? There's no, I had it upside down. My bad. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this directly on the card, because that's how I'm feeling today. All willy-nilly Cocoa Puff. And then we're just gonna place this big guy right on top here. Straight as she can. These aqua pigments aren't like quite dry yet. That's kind of also why I put it like directly onto the card. Okay, so I'm also gonna be utilizing, they sell these at Brutus Monroe too. I have them already open, but it's these little craft adhesive rhinestone stickers, $2.99. Right up my alley. Okay, so we're gonna use some of these, but I'm gonna put this all together first. So I'm going to use, where did I put them? Just some foam squares to adhere this. Let me grab 3 of those. Because I like these because, remember I told you in the couple videos, I had those like little clear squares, and because I couldn't find these, guess what? I found them. So we're just gonna put these on. And then peel the little thing back. This should be, I feel like I always have trouble with this. It's not as difficult as I'm making this out to be right now, I promise you. Just needs a little, there we go. 2, 3, and then we'll just kind of center that. And then I'm just gonna take some of these gems. Well, we're gonna do one like right here first as kind of the guide. These little, they're like little purple gems. They're so cute. Oh, that's not very correct. There we go, it's a little better. And I'm gonna put 2 more. But these ones are gonna go like this. Yeah, I think 3 is gonna be great on either side. Oh my god, you guys, we're almost done, and this card is just so adorable to me. I think it's so cute. Perfect, perfect. So remember I said we're gonna put a little something up there, so I think I'm just gonna take like these bigger rhinestones. And just like literally put 3 of them. Because you know what? My little mistake up there, because there wasn't enough space for the last bunny. Like, now that like totally looks like I meant to do that, I think. Okay, so the last thing, we're gonna have to put a little bunny on. So I'm gonna take one more little foam square, stick it right onto the bunny, peel this off. Wow, I'm really struggling today with this. Am I out of the view? Okay, you didn't even see my struggle. All right, and this is still like a little wet, so be careful. And then we're just gonna kind of swoop, maybe a little over, stick that guy right on in there. So again, on a foam square, because it gives it a little dimension. And we have our little rhinestones. And then this is the card, you guys. And then, you know, you do whatever you want to do on the inside. And this is it. I think it's so cute and so pretty. So just so you know, so I can show you a different example, I made one before we did this on the rouge paper. And I didn't actually put these 3 up here because my bunny is that didn't happen. But I didn't cut this out all the way first, and then I didn't like that. So that's why I cut this out before I stamped it. So this is the great card we made today. We use the Brutus Monroe stamp of the month for everything on here. And that's it. So if you guys have any requests, any questions, comments, whatever it may be, please leave a comment or whatever you'd like to do. And I'd like to again thank you for watching, and we all appreciate you so much at Brutus Monroe, and I know Christopher does as well. So have a great night, guys, and I will see you soon.